So recently I was introduced to Tenkara fishing. I had known about it for quite some time, known friends and known that it was a thing. And then I was out at Walmart where I buy a lot of equipment and I saw a Shakespeare Durango, which is a what they call a panfish pole, basically a Western Tenkara, 13 feet long for $10. So I said, hey, I know a little bit about these. Didn't really know what I was getting into, so I grabbed one and then I caught a few fish on it, and I did a little bit more research about Tenkara and found out that it's been popularized in the USA. And so I outfitted it with fly line and a tapered leader, and that's when I really started finding success. Now Tenkara is very similar to typical fly fishing. There's pros and cons to every kind of fishing, but after catching several fish on Tenkara, I'm pretty convinced that I'm going to continue to use Tenkara for pretty much every kind of fishing I do. It almost has no appeal to me to fish with a trout spinner or some sort of fast moving lure. See, with Tenkara and fly fishing, I find that what I call like a slow drift, if you were to use something like this, or even just a worm hook with an inch of worm on it, that slow drift. And then in places I fish, community pond, stock trout, you're never going to have to cast like 100 feet. You can just throw it out there. I've got 20 feet on my Tenkara. I had no problems getting that whole extension of line with a simple roll cast. And it's super fun. I think the trout, they can't tell at all. It's actually quite a while till you can tell that there's a fish on, so you do have to be careful about them swallowing it, but it'll be a while till I use reels again. I'm going to continue doing Tenkara and see how far I can get. It's just a difference for me, really. It's just kind of change something up, do something different. I will, however, probably still be using reels for vertical jigging, ice fishing, vertical jigging off boats, deep water applications. If I ever do fish jigs or finesse things like other spinners, I guess there are times when it's appropriate to have fast moving lures, maybe trolling. But as far as like small little acre ponds and little pockets of fish, I will be using Tenkara, and that will be my go-to. I found so much more success and so much ease compared to these other two methods of fishing. Anyways, more updates to come.